Ever wondered, why does one get so angry? Is it something they have a fair control over, or is it something they really do not have a control? What are the ways to manage the same? Let us try to understand what is the root cause of the same, how it gets generated, and what are the effective measures that we can take so as to manage the same. Ayurvedically, it is called Krodha, one of the most aggressive expressions of Pitta imbalance. Talking about Pitta imbalance, it is not just a by-birth deformity. It can also happen because of the food factors, lifestyle factors, the kind of exercise that we engage in, and also because of few other work-related factors. Before we try to understand what are the various factors that is generating the Pitta imbalance in you, let us try to understand how each one of the body type comes up with anger. Now, if you are a highly short-tempered, snappy person, understand that you are either a Pitta Prakruti person, or if you have been recently getting very angry, that is because of your Pitta Vikruti or Pitta imbalance. Now, you must have noticed there are some people who may or may not get angry. You can't really predict. Now, when they get angry, it just happens spontaneously, and within no time, they also cool down. And those are the Vata Prakriti. Because of the Vata's speed, the Pitta also gets taken along with it. Now, there are some others who really do not get angry. Even if you provoke them, they don't. But if you badly hurt them, they can keep an account of it and come back with a well-planned vengeance. And those are the Kapha people. Now that you know your body type, let us try to understand what are the various factors that triggers the anger in you. With respect to food, all these spicy, sour, salty and fermented foods are capable of triggering the Pitta. So if you are a Pitta person, then you will immediately feel the anger setting in. If you are a Vata person, not immediately, but it will lie there as an underlying condition. And if you are a Kapha person, unless and until there is an inflammation in you, you may not really feel the impact directly. Coming to your lifestyle, if you are a person who sleeps late, who are quite active through the day, then in that case, you are triggering the Pitta imbalance. And if you are a person who excessively exercises, especially during the midday and towards the end of the night, in both the cases, you will be triggering the Pitta, followed by some amount of dryness in your body, which triggers the Vata, spiking the Pitta further. So the kind of workout also decides our character. And the fourth and most important factor, what kind of work you are engaged in. If it's a highly satisfying work, in that case, there won't be much of Pitta provocation. But if it's a highly triggering, frustrating, with a lot of deadlines, then in that case, you're constantly triggering the heat within you, which will make you very short-tempered. That is, it will be highly triggering the Pitta. So, anger is something that you actually have a control over, provided you can have a control over all these four factors. If you can stick to sattvic food, which is cooked, not so spicy, sour, salty, and not consuming the fermented foods regularly, and you have a good routine wherein you sleep early, wake up well rested, do workout during the morning kapha kala, which is between 6 to 9 a.m., and the kind of work that you do is quite satisfying kind, then it is one of those emotions that you can have a control over. And that is why Ayurveda calls it Dharaniya Vega, as in it is one of those urges or reflexes that needs to be controlled and can be controlled provided you take the efforts for the same. Now that you know what are the factors triggering the anger in you, would you want to have a good control over the same, or rather would you prefer letting it loose?